Hey everyone, we are here at the service. We are at Bankstown Seventh-day Adventist. Yeah, how are you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Teamwork, teamwork.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what was that? I'm so pretty. Oh, wow. How did you know? Thank you so much.
Anyways, I'm not even recording.
That's Shalama, the photographer for the day. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about a wedding I shot recently, specifically the ceremony segment. It was a tight location, so this is how I shot a wedding ceremony in a tight venue. So let's talk about the elements first. Obviously we had the bride and groom, we had 4 groomsmen, 4 bridesmaids, and 1 singer that's going to be singing the bride down the aisle. And for equipment, just to keep it simple, I had my Cam A on a gimbal, which is all my cinematic shots. Cam B, which is the A7 IV with a zoom lens on tripod. Cam C, A7C with another zoom lens, a wider zoom lens on tripod. I had the Osmo Pocket 3. For audio, I had the Zoom F3 and a wireless mic because they were doing personal vows. And we have the videographer, myself, Shalama, the photographer. And while I usually shoot solo, they specifically wanted a second shooter, so I had my friend Agnes second shoot along with me, which is great because then she could go to the brides while I had a whole hour to set up. I've never been there before. I got there, I tried to set up what I can, just initial locations. So if you can see here, the chairs were pushed all the way to the wall, so I knew I wouldn't be able to access them during the ceremony. I had the Osmo Pocket there and the Cam B at the back there. Usually set up properly, but again, lack of space, so I just sort of had it on the table there. I knew that I wouldn't be able to access these cameras during the ceremony, so the Osmo Pocket comes in handy when you can just latch it up the way I'm doing here on the piano. As a safety cam more than anything. I don't expect to use it too much, but having a separate angle here just in case, it's always nice to have. And the Osmo Pocket 3, man, if you're on YouTube, then you know all about this camera. It's been the YouTube darling of 2023 and 2024. After that, it's straight to sound. There's a sound man here. So I'm connecting the Zoom F3 to the soundboard, making sure that it's getting the right channels for the music and the mics for the speeches and the actual ceremony.
Alright, perfect. And just one more thing, are you playing
I
music
think he
today?
was just a temp for the day.
Okay.
And then last minute discussions with the photographer. I've worked with Shalama a few times, so we sort of have an idea of how we each like to work, but I still like to just run through just to make sure things run a bit smoother. I like to tell him what I want to do, and I like to find out what he wants to do. If there's anything specific he wanted to prioritize for it, it's always good to just be on the same page. And then it's showtime. And there we go. So you can see there on the top left, that's Cam B at the back of the church. Cam C, which is the one against the wall. With Cam C, I didn't really know what to expect. Again, it's more of a safety thing more than anything. If I get anything nice out of it, that's a bonus. And this was my first challenge of this ceremony. It being such a tight spot, we weren't told that the groomsman was going to meet the bridesmaid at the front and take him to the side. So it's one of those things where it happens and you just have to roll with it. You can see myself and the photographer basically squashed in there in front of the guests. But luckily, I think everyone was quite nice and they understood there was nowhere else for us to be. I made sure to tell my second shooter here to keep an eye out, and if there's when the bride's about to come in, just make a little zoom. And again, when the bride comes in, everyone stands up, so potentially the tripod cameras get blocked. So if that does happen, I've told the second shooter to rearrange as she sees fit. And this is cam B and cam A. The tripod at the back and the gimbal at the front. And it's always nice to just get the groom's reaction. I do still tend to swing around to the groom to get a closer reaction, just in case there's something wrong with the tripod shot. But it turned out well. And now the singer. So throughout the whole prep, while I was there, I was told that she was gonna be at the front there where the groom is, I guess. And that's what I prepped the cameras for. So it's one of those situations, again, challenge comes up, you just gotta roll with it. So you can see me there, walking up to the front with the gimbal camera, squeezing in to try to get this shot of the singer. Because basically none of the tripods could get that shot, or either way I can't access the tripods. And that was challenge 2. And now for the vows. So you can see there the main camera there, camera B at the back with my second shooter. She's zooming in there. On the left is camera C, and on the right is the Osmo Pocket 3. So you can sort of already see that the Osmo Pocket, when you need it, it can blend in with the rest of your shots as a safety cam, I'd say. Ideally, I would have loved close-ups here, but again, I just couldn't access those tripods. So in general, for the actual ceremony video, I left it here on camera B. And occasionally with the gimbal camera, I got my close-ups really down low at the front there. You'll see me here moving past to reach camera C to try to see if I can change the angle a little bit. But nah, nothing really came out of that. But you have to try. And from here, again, I just tried to get another close-up or a closer shot of the bride doing her vows, keeping in mind the audience as well, trying to not get in the way. And then this is challenge number 3, bridal party. We're gonna link up in the middle and stand in the middle of the aisle to, I guess, do a train for the bride and groom as they're leaving. I made sure, once I realized what was going on, I made sure to stay in the middle of the aisle there so that I could get the frontal shot of the bride and groom leaving instead of capturing them from the back of the church. Which unfortunately probably means I was in the photographer's way because he was at the back of the church. And again, it's one of those things that I wish we could have discussed beforehand, but it is what it is. I'm pretty sure he got his shots. Him being Charlemagne, being great at what he does. And I tend to follow the bride and groom outside, try to get the initial congratulations from everyone. And that was it. That's how I shot this ceremony in a priest, just look at that, the Osmo Pocket there. That's how I shot this ceremony in a tight venue. Hopefully it's something that you guys learned something from. I'll see you soon.